Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Talk Show with me, Josh Uy. For this episode, we're going to talk to Cheenee Gonzalez, a singer-songwriter na recently nominated for the Awit Awards. So we're going to talk about her process of songwriting, whether mag-isa siya or with another artist. And we're going to talk about ano ba ang role ng isang artist during a time of crisis, of uncertainty, ngayon na may pandemic, or even life in general, and a lot more. We talked about a lot more things. But before that, I would like to remind everyone that this episode is also available on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and even Facebook. So here's my talk with Cheenee Gonzalez. Enjoy.
Hi, Cheenee. Welcome to the
Hi.
Talk Show.
Thank you for having me.
Kamusta kayo ngayon na medyo nasa community quarantine tayo kahit paano? So how are you coping kayo ni Jetro?
We're doing okay naman. He's still working naman sa airport, which is good. So, pero may extra precaution lang, syempre. Stay lang at home for now. So, but we're good.
Okay. So, before mamaya pag-uusapan natin yung process mo of how you write or what do you think should be yung role of an artist during mga times of crisis, times like this na parang medyo magulo. Pero before that, congratulate kita. You were recently nominated for the 33rd Awit Awards for your song So It Seems with Ash.
Thank you.
So, how did you get the news? Ano yung feeling mo na na-nominate yung song mo with Ash?
Syempre, grabe, ang amazing ng feeling. Kasi, since I'm with Warner Music, hindi ko naman in-expect that they would submit. Kasi ang dami naming artists, syempre. And then, I was told na they will try to submit it for the Awit Awards. So I was like, oh, that's great for it to be even considered na ipasok doon, submit. Tapos, when I heard the news, actually same day ko lang din na nalaman from the people at Warner. Tapos sakto lumabas din yung post ng Awit. So it was an amazing feeling. Sobrang parang wow. Hindi ko na-expect talaga. Kasi parang So It Seems was, it's a collaboration done out of, parang sobrang fun lang. As in, wala kaming super plans about it or anything. Kasi si Ash, we went to the same school, so parang, alam mo yun, parang, oh bro, tara, collab. It was just like that. Tapos,
Parang casual lang.
So it was an amazing, it was a really great privilege and honor to be nominated.
So, madami ka ng songs na nasulat. When you look sa Spotify mo, medyo malaman na yung library. You have 40,000, I think, subscribers per month, or listeners per month, I think. Gusto ko lang ano yung process mo when you write? Where do you start? And how does it differ when, tulad nito kay Ash, sa So It Seems na may collab, parang meron bang difference on how you write your songs or conceptualize your songs?
Yeah, I get the question a lot kung lyrics ba muna or melody. And to be honest, like the answer is both. Pwede ka mag-start writing with lyrics, pwede ka mag-start with the melody depending on alin dun yung mas forte mo. In my case, depende siya sa inspiration. So if I'm like really inspired and I seem to have the words that I want to say, nag-start ako sa lyrics, and then that's when the imagination comes na parang, okay, I think I can imagine this story with this kind of feel, with this melody. But sometimes, being a musician also, parang there are moments where I would just jam with my guitar, with the keyboard, tapos I come up with a melody, and then from the melody, inisip ko parang, ano yung magandang story that I could make up out of this. So, yeah, I do both naman. But in the case of So It Seems, ang nangyari was, si Ash kasi he does electronic music but infused with jazz and other types of genres. So he came up to me one day, he said, hey, I have this experiment on electronic with bossa nova. And around that time, I was also considering trying other genres. Like, gusto ko lang mag-experiment na sobrang out of my comfort zone. So sabi ko, sige, G, what can I do? So he created the music and then he asked me, can you make lyrics for it? And so during that situation, I had to write based on the melody. So na-challenge ako doon because it wasn't something na may control ako in terms of yung chords and everything. So talagang yung pagiging lyricist ko, yung talagang na-stretch during that time. That I had to fit every syllable, every sentence with the melody that he had already come up with. And it was a great experience kasi na-realize ko that a lot of composers do that, a lot of songwriters do that for film and for albums na parang nandun na yung instrumental, tapos they have to write after. So parang wow, ang galing lang. Ito pala yun, ito pala yung feeling. It's not being boxed, but more of na-challenge ka to be better in your writing. So, feeling ko, I was really stretched talaga out of my comfort zone writing.
So, would you say na when you write with others or you collab with others, para mas challenging ba siya than writing by yourself? Or mas madali dahil somehow may ka-brainstorming ka, meron ng somehow may nag-iisip with you?
In my experience sa mga collabs na nagawa ko before, kahit sa school, yeah, actually, for me, I don't know for others, pero nadadalian ako. Like, it's fun. It's great that, you know, there's another opinion. There's feedback that's happening as you write the song. Na hindi lang, alam mo, hindi lang ako yung gumagawa. But we're able to give each other input. So it's really a great experience to be able to see na, okay, this is not the only thing that's there. Parang other people can see things that you cannot see. So for me, it's great. It's better for me than writing by myself. But at the same time, syempre, iba pa rin yung sarili mong sound when you start writing your own music na hindi ka nagko-collab with anybody. It's really good that you balance collaboration with writing your own music para yung artistry mo din mag-grow.
So, I think we'll just transition. You establish that you're a songwriter, you compose, you work with others. Pero a lot of what you do, you also perform in gigs, you perform live. Before, nakikita ko lagi sa Instagram or Facebook, may mga schedule ka ng gigs. But during this pandemic, di ba, parang there's no live events, there's no gigs, there's no concerts. Parang for you as a performer, parang how do you cope with that? Siguro may economic side and financial side. Pero as you, as a creative, as an artist, parang how do you cope with that? Ano yung ginagawa mo ngayon? Parang may creative outlet ka pa rin in place of that.
Yeah, when the pandemic hit, it really took a toll on live performers. Not just yung mga artists like myself, but even those who do wedding gigs and events. Sobrang mahirap siya. It was really hard at first, and until now, it's really hard. Pero I think medyo nagkakaroon na ng momentum of adjustment, not just sa performers, but even sa platforms. They're starting to create avenues for us to do live performances, to even earn online. And for me, right now, siguro, I'm just really thankful that we have social media, that we have Instagram Live, we have Facebook Live. Kasi in terms of creativity or a creative output, parang you're not limited. You can still perform. I mean, if that's really like what you love to do, if that's your passion, you can still perform regardless whether you're paid or not. Parang, I mean, if you get paid, then great. Pero, I mean, as an artist, as someone who wants to put out work, um, it's really great that we have that avenue now. We have Kumu, we have Facebook Live, and other people are inviting private gigs for company events. So may mga ganun na nangyayari. So yun, parang for me, that's one way that I cope. We still get online gigs kahit papaano, although it's still not as much as compared to before. Pero one other way that I cope is syempre doing covers. I'm also involved at the music ministry of my church, so for me to be able to lead worship or just to sing worship and help others reach out, to be comforted by worship songs, that's already a fulfillment for me, I guess. So, kanya-kanya siguro. Like for some, they really love doing live shows. Ako, I try my best na to continue writing pa rin in my spare time. Yun, hindi nagsistop yung songwriting kasi when the pandemic is over, di ba, parang we're expecting the live shows to come back. And so, it's a great opportunity now to stock up on new songs, to stock up and brainstorm for future projects. So I guess that's what's keeping me going right now, kahit na nasa bahay lang ako. Parang live dito, or just write songs for the entire afternoon, mga ganon, or listen to music. And it's great kasi a lot of artists are also releasing music during the quarantine. So parang, wow, like the music industry is still alive despite nothing's holding it back for it. So, yeah.
So ano ba, sinapansin ko during this quarantine, kasi months na tayo sa quarantine, napapansin ko that other creatives, other artists, parang, kasi syempre lahat, pag artist ka or creatives ka, you really want to do something, you really want to create something. Parang ako nga, kaya ako nagkaroon ng ganito, kaya ako nagkaroon ng YouTube videos and podcasts. Kasi parang nasa house lang ako. Parang, maybe this is the perfect time to do something like this. May mga ibang gumawa, may mga iba akong kilalang for video production that actually started doing yung mga sariling personal projects nila because of this. So, but during this period, are you working on something na parang project mo or parang dati mo pag-gustong gawin or parang ngayon na parang, may time na ako to actually do this para after this, pwede ko na siya ilabas. May ganun ka ba at this time?
Yes, actually. Prior to the pandemic, I was already planning for a new album. And the thing with that kasi is, syempre, for you to write an album takes a lot of work and syempre, ipon for the production and all of that. Tapos, when the pandemic hit, at first I was like, shucks na nasira lahat ng plans ko. I was already scheduled to record my first few songs, ganun. But then I took it as an advantage na lang because I'm able to write more. I'm able to rewrite. Kumbaga, pwede kong i-double check yung mga songs that I've written and alam mo yun, parang refine it even more nang hindi ko minamadali. So, yeah, I'm still working on a new album, new songs. Occasionally, I play them on my live shows since hindi pa siya released. So, I take the live gigs as an opportunity to slowly introduce the new songs to my audiences.
Right. So, I think another thing that we need to talk about is because of everything that's happening now, you see a lot of people express their opinions, their ideas on social media. Tas parang may two camps especially when it comes to artists, celebrities, athletes, diba? May mga tao na parang stay on your lane, diba? Yung parang artist ka, athlete ka, or whatever, stick with that. And may mga nagsasabi naman, use your voice, bakit tahimik ka, or something like that. In your opinion, what do you think is the role of an artist, a musician, or a filmmaker, whatever, in this time sa parang may uncertainty, may times of struggle, may times ng crisis, or itong pandemic? What do you think is the role of an artist during this time?
In my opinion, one of our roles is, with or without pandemic, is to improve the quality of life. We inspire, we give hope, we comfort, the things that we do is the reason for why people, like the reason why we strive to get a job, to live in such a, paano ba, yung standard of living natin, we elevate it because we want to have a better quality of life. We want to be able to experience things. We want to be able to travel. We want to be able to attend concerts. We want to purchase music. We want to purchase movies. We want to experience Netflix. All of these things, it's part of life. And so I feel like we need to keep doing that, regardless kung may pandemic o hindi. It's just that now people need it more than ever because syempre, whatever is going on in the world right now, sobrang ang lala talaga, and we really need hope. We really need encouragement. But aside from that, also I believe that all of us do have a voice, provided of course na we are well informed. So siguro hindi, I don't know, parang for me, mali yung term na stay on your lane, but more of get informed first, and then use your voice to speak out. And besides speaking out, syempre, we need to encourage people. Hindi lang yung puro hate speech or puro negative. Like it's possible to balance facts at the same time to help people to develop their quality of life, to improve, and to look beyond what we have right now. So to raise our standards in such a way. So important yon, to be well informed, at the same time to know that you have a right to speak against injustice, to know that you have a right to speak encouragement and hope sa mga tao. So I guess if we properly balance those things, we will be able to parang bayanihan, we'll be able to work together nang hindi, instead of tearing each other down. So I think important yun to consider. But overall, as artists, we increase the quality of life. So I hope na we don't stop doing that. And for me, isa yun sa mga reasons why I continue to write songs kahit na wala siyang profit, whether or not there's profit in it. For me, when I write songs, hindi lang naman ako yung na-encourage dun eh. There are other people who may be encouraged by it, by the experiences I have had. And as I write other people's experiences, that also encourages me and those who are listening. So, yun, for me, that's very important.
Okay, so that being said, you as an artist, what overall message do you want to say to the people? Yung mga nakikinig sa'yo or nagbabasa ng timeline mo, whatever. You as Cheenee Gonzalez, ano yung message mo? Ano yung parang gusto mong malaman ng mga tao? How do you contribute yung mga sinasabi mo of encouraging other people?
What I have to say, sobrang lalim nito ah. Wait lang, hindi ako prepared.
Ano na tayo? Seryoso
I
na.
have so many things to say. Oo nga eh, parang ang dami ko biglang gustong sabihin. Siguro one primary message that I want to share to people is really to love one another. Kasi it's easier to do things, to solve crises, to encourage one another. It's easier to resolve conflicts when you genuinely have the quality of, you care for people. That's the most basic thing. The most basic thing we can do as humans is to care for one another, to realize that, sobrang limited lang time natin and sobrang precious ng life natin. So regardless of who you are or where you came from or what you do, I think it's important that we understand that we're all equal here. And, like si Lord, diba? No, regardless of who we are, where we came from, mahal niya pa rin tayo. So I believe that we are capable of doing that. And so no matter how stressful it is or parang ang hirap magmahal ng mga tao na medyo, alam mo yun, parang they just don't vibe with you or you don't have the same values, it's easier to share opinions. It's easier to teach each other. Like what I said, in terms of songwriting, parang ang dali na mag-collab, even if iba yung mga genre nyo, because you share one simple value, which is music. Yun yung pinaka-denominator nyo, na parang we're doing this for the music. So regardless kung ito yung genre mo, ito yung genre ko, okay lang, we can come together, we can work it out, we can meet in the middle. And I think that's possible if we learn how to love and to care for each other. Na despite our differences, we'd be able to, raise the quality of life and improve our culture and the people around us, yung government, yung our standards of living and everything.
Ganda. Hindi ka na ako maiyak. Yeah. I agree. Kasi, especially at this time, no, parang people, makikita mo na, pati sa pandemic, parang you have to care about other people to stop this pandemic, di ba? Parang ganyan, parang isolated.
Basic yun eh.
Basic na di ba? Kasi, medyo parang, I don't know if this is controversial, may mga tao na, why do I have to wear a mask? Why do I have ganito? This is, sinabi mo nga, it's basic na, it's about loving other people. No? You don't want them to get sick in case you have the virus. So thank you for your time, Cheenee. Before we say goodbye, is there anything that you want to promote? Is there anything that we should look out for from Cheenee Gonzalez moving forward?
Siguro, thank you guys for watching. I would like to invite you all to listen to my music on Spotify. I also do vlogs and I post covers on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and also on my Facebook. So all of the updates, pinupost ko naman. And if you guys want to learn more or you want to be part of my journey as a singer-songwriter, I would really love that. I post yung life ko as an artist sa IG stories ko, and so I want to share that with you guys. So feel free to DM me kung meron kayong questions then, and I would really love to help the people there who want to experience yung hope, that who want to feel hope during this time. I would love to share more music with you guys, and siguro by parang staying tuned sa mga socials ko, I'd be able to announce yung mga upcoming things sa album ko. Although medyo matagal pa siguro in terms of in completion, but I really want you guys to hear the songs as early as now. So you guys can check it out there.
Okay, thanks, Cheenee. Thank you for your time. Ingat kayo.
Thank you, John.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that's it for my talk with Cheenee Gonzalez. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, just leave a comment down below or leave a message on my Instagram or Facebook or wherever. And please don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot more coming, a lot more episodes for you guys. So see you next time.